What up guys, Miguel here from Tech, and TechLife has made waves in the budget tech space, offering accessible yet reliable devices tailored for students, young adults, and anyone who values affordability. With their latest release, the TechLife Pad Neo, the company is doubling down on their tagline, entertainment made easy. This tablet comes with a 10.1-inch HD display, LTE connectivity, and a 6,000 mAh battery, making it an intriguing option for those looking for a balance of utility and portability without breaking the bank. We got our hands on the Sky Blue variant with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, so let's dive in. So, the TechLife Pad Neo sports a relatively fun yet practical design. It features an aluminum back panel that feels cold to the touch when left in a chilly room, but gets a plastic frame which serves as the base case for the stacked display panel in front. In all honesty, it doesn't get the highest points in the construction department for us, but it does get some quirky design cues, like the somewhat knurled bezel around the camera housing here at the rear, and the very tactile buttons up top when viewing the tablet horizontally. And at 8.5 millimeters thick and weighing 453 grams, it's fairly portable and not a hassle to bring around. Our unit, once again, is in the sky blue colorway, which features a matte texture feel, which does resist fingerprints quite well, but can still have trouble with very oily fingerprints or hands. It also is available in storm gray, which might appeal to users seeking a more professional look, but I do think the sky blue in itself looks quite professional and as sleek as can be with the TechLife Pad Neo. For buttons and ports, like I mentioned earlier, when viewing the tablet in its horizontal position or orientation, the power button and volume rocker are found on the top side. On the left side is the USB Type-C port, SIM card tray that gets a dedicated slot for expandable storage, and the 3.5mm audio jack here at the top corner on the left. Overall, the design is simple and functional, which is exactly what you'd expect at this price point. So moving on to display, the 10.1-inch IPS LCD display gets an HD resolution at exactly 1280 by 800 pixels with 300 nits as its peak brightness, which kind of translates it to not being the best used under direct light or sunlight for that matter. The picture quality and viewing angles are nothing to write home about, at least when viewing the display at varying angles. It's not too offset, so yay. It also features dual speakers for stereo audio, but they are bottom firing. Given that, it doesn't mean we can't watch movies or attend online classes with this tablet. However, the lack of full HD or 1080p support on platforms like YouTube or even Netflix might leave some users wanting more. Going back to those dual stereo downward firing speakers, they could definitely use more depth and clarity, but surprisingly, they do get pretty loud for what this tablet is. Which is why it's also a great thing that they included the 3.5mm audio jack or headphone jack here at a weird corner placement for better audio immersion. For security, the tablet supports pattern, pin, and face unlock. The face unlock works surprisingly well or quick, adding convenience for users on the go. And you know, it does add somewhat of a deterrent when it comes to security options. It's not like everyone you run across or come across is a hacker, man, right? And as with most tablets, cameras aren't the TechLife Pad Neo's strongest suit. We get an 8-megapixel main camera at the rear, accompanied by what we can assume is a depth sensor because it isn't written anywhere in the spec list, and a 5-megapixel selfie camera in front. Photos are good enough for document scanning, video calls, or even quick snapshots, but they lack the detail and sharpness of higher-end devices. Again, you also don't want to be the guy taking photos and videos with this gigantic thing, right? In a crowd. I don't know, but if it is all you had, respect. So considering all that, for the price, it does perform as expected. And despite the display being locked into an HD resolution, both camera sensors, front and rear, can surprisingly capture video at full HD or 1080p at 30 frames per second. Moving over to software, running on Android 14 out of the box, skinned with some unspecified UI, it does feel very much like ColorOS. Android 14 itself brings useful features like child mode and parental controls, making the tablet family-friendly. Those used to Oppo and Realme devices should have no issues with the interface of the TechLife Pad Neo. There's also virtually no bloatware here, so that's a win. Under the hood, the TechLife Pad Neo is powered by the Unisoc T612 chipset that features a Mali G57 GPU. The tablet's performance is best suited for light tasks such as web browsing, social media, and video streaming. If this thing was your only computing device, it does deliver a good enough experience for working on documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. But those akin to higher budget devices will definitely feel the slowdown. And when it comes to heavier tasks like running Genshin Impact, it just can't for some reason. Like, I couldn't log in after launching the app, uninstalling and reinstalling it, making sure everything was updated and restarting the actual tablet. Still nothing. Like, when trying to log in, we got our username, password typed in, and when you press enter, it tells me I have network issues, but I can browse and stream videos just fine. Although, running less graphically demanding games like Candy Crush or Mobile Legends seems just fine. So, there's the limitation. But hey, for a better picture, check out some benchmarks that did run on the TechLife Pad Neo here. While all these scores align with the budget tablet segment, it's worth noting we do get 4GB of RAM plus an additional 4GB with RAM expansion to ensure we can get the smoothest performance out of this thing for better multitasking. And when it comes to internal storage, our unit came with 64GB of internal storage, but with the dedicated microSD card slot, it is expandable up to 1TB. For battery, it rocks a 6,000 mAh lithium-ion cell, which is sufficient for a full day of general use, or so it would seem. Charging the tablet takes around 2 hours with the included 10-watt charging adapter. It also gets 5 watts of reverse wired charging, which is a notable addition and feature. For battery tests, because we weren't able to run PCMark on here, we are left with our Yugatech video loop test, which requires the review unit to be set to airplane mode with brightness set to 50% and volume muted while playing a full HD video on loop. The TechLife Pad Neo only lasted 8 hours and 17 minutes. Connectivity options include standard Wi-Fi 803.11, Bluetooth 5, and LTE support. So for how basic this tablet is, it does feature the bare essentials, which could make for a great giveaway gift. At the time we recorded this video, we still haven't gotten the official price for the TechLife Pad Neo here in the Philippines, but we do know it's priced below 8,000 pesos, making it one of the most affordable LTE-enabled tablets in its class. Either way, the official SRP for the TechLife Pad Neo will be pinned in the comment section below once this video is published. So for those who need a capable device for online classes, light entertainment, or basic productivity, this tablet is worth considering. This thing could also be the perfect gift for that inaanak who just wants a tablet for Christmas. Sige na, tito. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. But as always, if you found this video informative, fun, or educational, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yugatech.com. And follow us on all our social media platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this was the Tech Life Pad Neo. I'm Miguel T from Yugi Tech, and I will see you guys in the next one.